So I'm Mark Tattersall, I'm the Chief Executive of the Art Academy, and we're here, as we always are every year, to demonstrate some of the techniques that we use in sculpture. We're going to be spending the 4 days sculpting portrait heads in clay, sculpting from life models, and also teaching a practical class in sculpting portrait heads in clay. We also, obviously, at the Academy teach painting and a lot of other skills. At Art in Action, we always specialise in sculpture. The public always seems to be fascinated by watching artists actually at their work, and sculpture is one of those things, particularly sculpted in the human form, that seems to totally captivate people. They see, over the course of the 4 days, a lump of clay become the personification of a person. And I think what they find most interesting, in a sense, is the difference between the way that one person sculpts a person and another person sculpts a person. Not just technically, but the way they almost express a different character altogether. Some of them make them cheerful, some of them make them more serious, and seeing that kind of difference is one of the beauties of having so many artists in one place doing similar things. The students seem to find it extraordinarily inspiring as well when people actually comment on how well they're doing. It's always difficult when you're learning in an art school environment, because no matter how much the tutors praise you, there's nothing quite like having completely unbiased praise from members of the public. So I think, again, this whole event gives the artists and students a chance to get direct feedback from people who have no reason to be saying anything other than a positive or even sometimes a critical comment. Sometimes people will come and say, doesn't look a lot like him, and that can be fascinating too. It can actually make them take a step back and have to justify their work. Always important as an artist. We find Art in Action to be one of the highlights of our year, not only in terms of the kind of publicity we can get for what the Art Academy does, but also in terms of the student experience. One of the things we try and do for our students is give them experience of life as a working artist. And one of those things is to work in front of your public, to actually have the nerve to stand and create your work in front of the public. And what better exhibition could there be, what better event could there be than 26,000 people walking past your sculptures while you're doing them? So it's a great event for them, gives them confidence, gives them experience, makes them feel like real artists.